Hey guys, this is HK, and recently I did a coaching session with Xhoria, and during our replay analysis, he talked quite a bit about boost management, and I just wanted to share that with you guys today. Before I get into it, Xhoria is a coach from GamersRdy. He was a top 100 threes player, and if you came just for my thoughts on him as a coach or a review of how the session went, then that will be towards the end of the video, and if you want to just skip right to it, I'll have a timestamp in the description below. Anyways, so here are clips from our coaching session.
I'll just show you. I think it's really useful. Okay. So, this is not the best map to show this on. Okay. So, for boost management, right? It's really important. But you have to know where all the small boost pads are. Right? You kind of have to remember where all of them are in order to take a good line. Right? While taking a lot of small boost pads while you go back on offense, right?
Yeah.
But the shape, there's a pattern, right? There's a shape of where everything is, and once you know the shape, it's a lot easier to think about where the boost pads are, right? So we have this, right? I'm left-handed, by the way, so this is really hard, right? So we have this, right? Beautiful straight line, right? Then you have this, goes to this, right? Straight line again, and then this, right? Very beautiful, I know. But then, this is quite obvious, right? It's basically a square. But then you have this, right? So you follow these. Oh, I messed up the line, I'm sorry. Like this. Right? Again, I'm missing these ones. I can't draw good lines, I'm sorry.
It's okay. I get the idea.
Right? It's basically an eye, right? In a square. And then, yeah, you still have this, right? But the most important part is that you know this shape, right? The eye. Because let's say we use a different color. Let's use blue, because let's say you would be blue team, right? You're going back. It doesn't really matter what, right? But let's say you're over here, right? And let's say you want to go over here, right? Again, it doesn't really matter what's going on, but let's say you have to go there, right? You don't want to go for the big boost pad or this one, right? Because it's not efficient, right? Because you have to go here as soon as possible. But instead, you could be okay, I'm going to take this boost pad, I'm going to take this one. Then, depending on what's going on, I can either go like this, if I have to be really fast, or I can take this one, right? And then again, at this point, if I have to go back fast, I can go and take this one. If you still have more time, you can take this one, and then from there on, go back here. Or if you have some time, if you don't have time, you can go immediately back. Right? You can basically follow the shape. That's how I used to remember it, but I don't really see a lot of people talk about it. But I hope it kind of makes a bit of sense.
No, that's great. That illustration actually helps a lot.
Yeah,
I've never really bothered looking at a bird's eye view of the boosts, so that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, and the pattern is the same on every standard map. What else can I show you? Oh right. Okay, so let's disable the limited boost. Okay, so how much boost do you think how much boost do you think it will take in order for me to get to the other goal? Flying.
Oh, that's a good question. I'm gonna go with a solid 50.
Okay, so let's see if I can still do it. Okay, if you do it correctly, yeah, it's basically 50, right? But yeah, then think about it, right? It only takes 50 boost to go from this goal to the other one.
That's true. That's crazy. I never thought about it. I think in my head, I probably would have. If you didn't ask me, I probably in my head would think it would take 100.
Fair enough.
I think if you never asked me, yeah, that's crazy.
For example, the seeding, right? It's different because now you need momentum in order to get up, right? Right? I think the seeding takes 50 as well, if you again do it properly, right? And if you keep this in mind, right? Because let's say you're going for something, right? And instead of just flipping forward, right? Because you have time to do so, right? To reach supersonic, you're like just boosting, right? You're just boosting, using boost. But like in the end, you didn't do anything with it, right? And now you use like, for example, maybe you use like 40 boost, but with 40 boost, like you can do so much, right? This is really helpful because if you know like how much you can do with like 40 boost, you can almost do anything with 40 boost, by the way.
Yeah, that's awesome.
You can stay on offense a lot longer because you don't have to be like, oh, I have 40 boost left, I'm gonna go for the back boost, right? And then go on offense again. No, you're like, I have 40 boost, right? Maybe you were going back, right? You're like, okay, I'm 40 boost, I'm gonna turn around. I can still do a lot of things, right? To keep up the pressure. That's why taking up the small boost pads is so important, right? You just need like, if you have 3 boost pads, you have 36 boost, which is almost enough to do almost anything in the game, right? So yeah, I hope that's like helpful.
Okay, so that's pretty much it for as far as things, you know, Xhoria had to say about boost management. If you want to see like the full replay analysis, because it was really great, I could upload the whole thing raw, and you can see everything he had to say about my positioning, rotations, and all that, because he was really good at explaining how to position your car, down to the detail of saying like, oh, your car should be angled slightly, you know, so many degrees this way to prepare you better for like XY scenario, you know. And as far as like how I felt about Xhoria as a coach, you know, I thought he was amazing. He went above and beyond as far as like wanting to make sure he explains everything he wanted to go over. We went a bit over time, but he didn't sweat it. He just wanted to make sure I got everything I wanted to get out of the coaching session, and you know, that you know alone was, you know, really nice of him to go, you know, use his own time to make sure I got what I needed out of it. And as far as like who he would be a good coach for, I really think he'd be amazing for anyone who's extremely detail oriented and wants, you know, every minor issue to kind of be brought to light and covered. Not saying he'd be a bad coach for you if you were, you know, but say you just wanted like a general overview as to like how to get better, you know, he'd be great at that. But it's more like I think you'd be underutilizing him if you didn't want someone who could like very accurately nitpick at every minute decision that you're making, and he analyzed my decision making and choices down to a level that I've never really thought about the game myself. So that was really awesome to watch how he broke down my replays, and that kind of helped me whenever I needed to break down my own replays in the future. But anyways, if you're interested in Xhoria, I'll have his GamersRdy profile linked below. Again, he was awesome, and if you're watching Xhoria, thank you so much for the session, and I hope this was helpful to some of you, and I'll catch y'all next time. If you want to see more, please like and subscribe. Thank you.